Your eyes sure look something out of a storybook. Oh, it took everything I had inside, and I'll tell you how I felt last night. You were so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down, but you stayed around, and I will never be the same. Can't get you out of my head. Ooh, ooh, like a melody. Ooh, 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 out of my head. Ooh, like a melody, like a melody. Goosebumps for showing you were in slow motion. Oh, I never seen anything like you before. Oh, I can't take it anymore. You were so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down, but you stayed around, and I will never be the same. Can't get you out of my head, like a melody. Ooh, 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 out of my head, like a melody, like a melody. Ooh, 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 like a melody. Ooh, 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 out of my head. Ooh, ooh, like a melody, like a melody.
Yo, 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 yo. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? I want to see some fire in the chat. Come on.
You tear me apart. Oh, 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 oh. I've got things running on my mind, feelings breaking through my heart. Oh, I'm running out of time, need I ever see the light? 'Cause you hurting me so much. Yeah, you tear me apart.
Are you ready for a new live stream where I'm gonna give you the best production tips ever? Let's go.
Tear me apart.
What's up? Yo guys, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How are you? How is it going? Another week, another live stream. What's up? Track, this is my song Bring Me Apart with Luca Testa that got released last year, 2 years ago. I don't remember right now, I think last year. Buenas tío, ¿vas a ir a la de este año? No, este año no voy a ir porque, bueno, ya he ido 4 años, el año pasado y el anterior seguidos, más 2019 y 2016. Y sentía que este año no iba a sacar nada de provecho, entonces también como he tenido muchos gastos con el estudio y tal, no voy a ir este año. You're not against giving a feedback of a remix of Dua Lipa? No, I don't care. You can send it. So how are you guys? How is it going? Another week, another live stream. People on Instagram, I'm already live on Twitch and YouTube, so if you want to send me your songs, you need to go there, okay? I'm gonna move this because it's a bit annoying for me. I'm gonna put you maybe here. This new microphone is so good for the videos and so, but for example for the live stream you see too much this cable and this thing here and it's not that comfortable, but for the video it's super good. No, on Instagram you don't see anything. like this, maybe. So how are you? Better like this. I'm still getting used to this new mic arm because it's low, how it's called, low profile, I think. Instead of being like this, is like this, horizontal. So it's so nice. The only problem is that I want to have this mic always behind this monitor, this screen. Okay, and the only problem is that I need to take it out, flip it, and put it again to be in the back. It would be awesome to just move it like this, whoops, and be below, but no, it's not possible because of cables and the arm of the light and shit like this. So how are you? You're not again? No. Okay, somebody on Instagram asked me if this year I'm gonna be on the ADE. As you probably know, well, first of all, as you can see, I already flipped the design. Okay, because this studio, the camera is at my left, right there. Okay, so I was flipping it because the design was from the old studio, and I made this one last week for the DJ live stream. But the thing is, I don't have for the other layout where I show you the screen. I didn't flip it yet. Also, if you didn't know and you didn't see it, last week I did a DJ set here in the studio. I had a lot of problems to make it, but I think I had a pretty nice DJ session. You can maybe go and watch it, play it while you're, I don't know, studying or cleaning your house or whatever. So it's where you help me. But I mean, I tested phones, the GoPro, the camera. I couldn't put everything where I wanted because the cables were not that long. Then when I had already the GoPro was stopping, so I needed, when the live stream should have already started, I needed to change to the camera, prepare everything again. I started the live stream, then the mic that was mounted in the DJ desk that they have right there fall off. I mean, a lot of problems, and the camera color or the image was not that good. You know, it was too bright, too wide. So yeah, I had a lot of problems. So well, if you go and watch it, you support me in any way. But yeah, I was saying that somebody on Instagram asked me if this year I'm gonna be at the ADE. And no, this year I'm not going to the ADE for several reasons. The first one is that I've gone there 2 years. Well, I've been at the ADE in 2016, 2019, 2022, and 2023. Okay, so these 2 years, these past 2 years, consecutively, it's called. I don't know. And I think this year, I thought this year it was not going to be worth it for me because I don't know. I didn't release that many music this year, even if I wanted. Last year I released, I think it was the year I released more music, if I count also the not official remixes. But this year, because of several things, because of the studio, because I wanted to try a new style, and that took me some time looking for the new genre or the new style. I didn't release that many music, and I thought it was not going to be worth it for me. And also because I spent a lot of money in the studio, I prefer to save a bit of money, even if in any way I can afford it to go to AV. I prefer to save some money. So this year I'm not going, basically. But well, we'll spend that time to make some music, maybe that money to pay some vocalists. So I think in the end it's gonna be good. So no problem. But if you can go, or if you're planning to go, do it. It's really good. It's super worth it, especially if it's your first time. I don't know if I made a video in the end. I wanted to make a video about tips for that, but I don't know if I made it. But if you want any tip, just ask me. But basically, the tip that you need to know is be everywhere. Be everywhere. If you are everywhere, that's the best thing. And then don't be shy. I've used to be a quite shy person in the past, but now not that much anymore. And you need to talk with everybody. Everybody that you see, just talk, start talking, and then you're gonna start getting like maybe things you didn't know, parties you didn't know that existed. Maybe you can get into some parties because they are free, or because you start being friends with somebody that can put you in the list or whatever. It's super worth it in the end. But I thought this year for me was not going to be worth it. How can I send my song to you? Okay, if you are on YouTube, give me a second. I'm gonna share with you. If you're on Twitch, you can put !_ feedback, and the bot will give you the email. By the way, 3 weeks ago, I started here on a live stream a remix of Dua Lipa Illusion for a remix competition. This Monday I finished the song. Actually I finished it yesterday because I listened on my earphones and I found some problems. Yesterday, Tuesday, I solved those issues and re-uploaded the song. So now the song is fully done. The song is fully done. The problem is that I cannot really make it free download or something like this yet, because the remix is not the remix competition is not over. It's ending next Wednesday, and I cannot post it. Well, in theory, I cannot post it anywhere. Never. Even after the live stream, I will try to do it. They say you get a copyright strike, but I don't know. I'll try to do it anyway. And if I win, you don't get guaranteed that the song is gonna be an official remix, but well, we will see what happens when the remix competition winners are announced. I hope I win. If you want to listen, maybe I can share the link, but just with one. I'm gonna ask you just one thing, and it's to leave a like to the song on Skio. Okay, you need to have an account on Skio. If you don't have it, I recommend you, because there are remix competitions and so that are pretty good. The thing is, I think those likes are not. They don't help to be like get more seen in the competition or more chances of winning or so. But well, in Spanish we say mejor prevenir que curar, is like better to prevent than cure. And basically it means that it's better to do it and don't regret it later for not doing it, you know. So let me see if I can share with you. Okay. There you have the link if you want to go and listen. Would be awesome if you listen and like. Okay, so it's where you help me a bit. And shaking, I'm alive. Bro, but tell me how much time you're gonna do the live stream. I'm not at home right now. I'm gonna be like always around 2 hours. Hello from Turkey. It's the first time I see somebody write it in the new way. I don't know if it's pronounced the same, like Turkey, or it's Turkiye or Turkiye. I don't know. At least you get recognition even if it's not an official remix. Well, I don't know. What I'm gonna do is use this remix to create content. You know, like for TikTok and Instagram. So this way, you know, I take advantage of it. What is your opinion about dubstep? It's not my favorite genre. In the past, like Skrillex time and so, I listened to it from time to time. It was not my favorite style neither, but it's not bad. Yeah, I know you changed Turkey for Turkiye, but I don't know if it's still pronounced Turkey or what. In Spanish is Turquía, and it didn't change in Spanish. And I need to go and get a haircut, right? I have a really big toupee. If you look me on Instagram. Will you come to Malaysia in near future? I don't know. I never thought to go to Malaysia, to be honest. It would be awesome to go if I DJ there, you know. But that's something difficult. So wow, basically, fuck, when the water fall down, it spit on that thing. The Malaysian guy is on Instagram. Another Malaysian is on Twitch, man. Hello, Alison. So what I was going to say? My haircut? No. Yeah. With the remix, I have 2 songs finished that they want to release this year. Would be awesome. But also, in any way, I prefer to not release any song. I talk about this and the reasons and more in detail on my Patreon membership, you know. But basically, I kind of prefer to wait and don't release these songs until I have a lot more. So this way, later I can be more consistent. Like release 1 song every month or something like this. Because also you need to think that labels don't accept and release next week. You know, sometimes labels give you 1 month or sometimes give you 6 months. So it's better to have a lot of songs and then start sending to labels, and when they start accepting, you see the plan that you have, you know. Yo, Inspired, thank you so much for that euro. As you can see in the title, donation is not priority. Donation is just support, okay, man? But thank you so much. So wow, I love this song from me.
Somewhere in a moment, a dream, I feel you rushing over me.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna stop SoundCloud to play music. I don't know if you want to ask something or if I need to say something else. Well, I uploaded a video this Sunday about my new audio interface. It's not, I want you to know that, you know, because I also upload on Reels and TikTok, and some people think it's like this. It's not a review of the audio interface, okay? I'm not saying what's good, what's bad of the audio interface, why you need to get it. No, I'm not talking about this, okay? I'm just saying why I switch from the Focusrite to this one. The reasons I switch. Not what it has. There are a lot of things. If that was a is this in camera? No, right? No. If it was a review, I would have mentioned a lot more things. But I just mentioned the reasons why I switch. Why for me this interface is good, not why you should get it. You know, it's different. Top 5 genres that you like of electronic music. Or in general, because that's different. I'm curious what you think. What do you think about what? Leduk? Nice vocal mixing. Anything. Top 5 genres that they like. You'll produce more big room techno? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Actually, I've talked about this several times. I made the first big room techno song, System Overload, because I made System Overload because it was for a YouTube tutorial, but I like it, so I decided to release it. And then I got the idea for OCD, and I thought that idea could only fit on big room techno, not on progressive house, not on tech house. So I decided to make it. But to be honest, not a genre that I enjoy that much making. And nowadays, I want to focus more on one kind of a style, one kind of niche. And that sound is not that much into it, you know. But I don't know. I'm a person that maybe tomorrow I just try it for fun and then I like it and want to release it, you know. Well, about the genres, I'm not gonna do a top 5 like top 1 is the one I like the most and top 5 the one I like the least. Okay, I'm just gonna mention 5 genres that I like. The first one, well, in the end, I would just say 3. Electronic music, rap, Spanish one. I don't really like that much in other languages. And rock music, but rock music more into punk rock. Also Spanish one especially. And if we talk about electronic music, I don't know. The top ones would be Progressive House, Hardstyle, and I'm liking a lot this kind of tech house, melodic techno, mix-ish. Been experimenting with making my own raw style kicks and punches, and somehow I made a PVC kick. I don't know what's a PVC. PVC for me is a plastic thing. Which sounded similar to the ones used by Dual Damage from a laser punch that I've made from a synth with a gated tail that they took from another kick. That's a really complicated explanation. Okay, man. Did you receive link of song yet? If you send it, I think so. The song is sent, okay. Hello, Wildcrow. Oh, I meant the specific ones. So, what subgenre of EDM? The ones I just mentioned right now. Okay, people on Instagram. Hello, Tushar. People on Instagram. I'm ending this live stream here, okay? I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. You can choose. You can go to Twitch or you can go to YouTube if you prefer, okay? I'm gonna be listening to your music and giving tips about improving music, about making production tips, blah, blah. So if you don't want to miss it, go there. Waiting for you. Okay. I remove this. Give me a second. By the way, just something to mention, because I just saw it now. As you probably know, I have a Patreon membership. If you don't know, well, on my Patreon, for example, the pro members have every month they have one sample pack of one of my songs. For example, they have the sample packs of System Overload, but also of Africa Firefly, or also Like a Melody, also from all my songs, you know. When I make any video on YouTube like how to make this genre, they also get those projects, okay. And they, well, apart from weekly tips and blah blah and a lot of other things, they get a super detailed feedback, way more detailed than here in YouTube, okay, way more detailed. I put it on into FL Studio, I open analyzers, EQs, I try different EQs to tell you, hey, this is what works, this doesn't work, blah blah. But well, the thing is, there are a few people, actually 3 people, that have been since the day 1, okay? That since the day 1 have been there. So they have been already 30 months. 30, not 13, 30. 30 months. So I decided to give something back to them. And I have a new design for a t-shirt that I made for myself. Well, for me, my girlfriend, and 2 friends. A Wildcrow t-shirt that I think is quite good. I don't know if you... In the Tomorrowland video that I have on Reels, you can see it. It has the crow here in the center, is black, and in the background has Wildcrow fading from the center, Wildcrow, and fading, okay? I think it's pretty good, but yeah, more than 2 years. No, yeah, more than 2 years, 2 years and a half. It's crazy. 2 years and a half being a Patreon member is crazy. Wow, 2 years and a half already with my Patreon. Well, the thing is, I decided to send them one of these t-shirts, you know. I didn't make it to as a merchandise or something like that, just made it for myself. But I think because of their support, it was good to send them, you know, have something exclusive, kind of, from me. The only problem is that one guy is from Ireland, and the website they used for this don't ship outside of Spain. So maybe need to look for another website somewhere, or a website in Ireland that can ship it. I don't know. That's shit. And I think next month there's another, or in 2 months there's another person that will make 30 months also. But yeah, what's SC Link? SC Link is SoundCloud link. I need shit. I think. Well, and if you want to know, become a Patreon member, the links are in the description or in my Twitch or my Instagram, everywhere, you know, just maybe take a look at it. Because a lot of people that join never leave. Most of the people that join. Well, there are some people that maybe join 1 month and leave, but maybe don't even send me songs or something like this, you know. But most of the people that join never leave. And actually, if you become right now a Patreon member, I should change this, but if you become a pro member right now, you don't get the sample pack of this month. You get the sample pack of all the months. you know. So you get 30 sample packs, you get an exclusive sound bank, you get also for free my sound bank volume 1, you get I think it's 3 FOPs, you get the stems of 1 or 2 songs of mine. I mean, just for playing 1 month. I mean, so if I were you, I would become a member for 1 month just to test it. What you would get would be way more than worth it for what you pay. And then if you like it, you can stay. And if not, you get all those packs. Have you tried Ableton? Yes, actually I have a video on YouTube testing, trying Ableton, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not for me. Not for me. I don't like organization. I like chaos. Actually, yesterday I uploaded a story on Instagram about this because a friend sent me a song to collab. And it was really organized, way too much. Like, okay, this track is just for this sample, and then another track for another sample, and then for an automation. So the project was like this. And I'm just organizing it, and from this, I just made it to this. And for me, it's better. I can see what it has. Because it was that big that I couldn't see. I didn't know there were things at the bottom, you know? Like, oh, that sound was there, you know? Leduk, thank you so much for those beats. Love you. Okay, let me drink because I'm... What is this? I think we should start with the feedback, right? I want to know the volume, if it's right, distorting. Hey, yo. Okay. Microsoft Excel. What? Ableton is Microsoft Excel. Okay, I don't have any subscription so far for now, so I don't have any priorities. So maybe maybe I can start with this one. No, I'm just gonna start with what I was going to say. With number games. Okay, for Leduk, I donated on YouTube. Thank you so much, Leduk. But as you can see in the YouTube title, says donation is not a priority. As Inspire. You changed the name. Now you are a Leduk. Number game. Okay, let me think on a number. Okay, got it. If you're new, basically I'm gonna think on one number. I'm gonna tell you it's between this and this, and if you guess it right, you get the feedback. Okay, you can say as many numbers as you want to. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. I always tell you that if you're on YouTube, usually you have more latency, and there's latency also to receive the message, and so you have less chances. Okay, we got the number. The number was 15, and the first one is Tommaso Music. Tommaso Bertini. Okay. A few months ago I changed it. So man, you should change it also on YouTube. Alright, let me see. I want to put this here. This. Okay. Let me see that everything's fine. Give me a second. Oh, better like this. Okay, this is the camera. Everything's good. There is no ghost anywhere. The chat is good. The screen. Border. Email. SoundCloud. Okay, no personal stuff. No nudes. Not anything. Alright. By the way, Leduk, thank you so much for all those beats. Okay. So, well, let's start with this one. I already have Sonarworks on, so I can hear it better. camera, chat, screen, borders, email, SoundCloud, no shit. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's see. Okay, I think the vibe is good and I see some potential in this idea, but right now I'm missing a bass. I mean, it's good to start it like this. Or maybe I would start here, to be honest, with the vocal. Because this is not really giving me... If I'm on Spotify and I listen this, probably I skip. So maybe start here. Okay, and then you can have this, but start with the vocal, and then have this. Maybe here you could have some ambient sounds like an arp or gated vocal or something to add some more movement and make it not that empty. And then here you need a bass. I think even if you want to have it really reverby and so, I think it's way too much. This sound here was way too loud. Okay, as I can see here, how to improve the space, I can get that deepness that they want. Okay, if you want to have a kind of deeper sound, usually what can help, of course, is the reverb. But also if you add way too much reverb, that in this case I think you have way too much, the problem is that the song can sound a bit too soft and too much in the background. Okay, so that's not really the good thing. But also what you need to do is to try to have a bit warmer sounds that cover more the 100-400 hertz area, and maybe cut the highs of a lot of sounds to get a bit deeper and a bit more, yeah, deeper, darker, reverby sound. The volume difference is way too much. Also, I think I would try to clean a bit the mids of the reverbs, because otherwise way too much mids in all the reverbs makes a ball of mids that sound a bit muddy. Maybe the vocal can have less reverb than the synth, and so it's ways like the vocal is here and the instrumental is in the background. That can be really good also, but not everything in the back. That is like it sounds right now. The idea is really good, to be honest. I see a lot of potential in this. I like the vibes. I just think in general you need to make it add less reverb, and clean the mids, basically. You know, and maybe the changes on the arrangement as I said, but the rest is good. Leduk, thank you so much for the subscription. Now you have priority. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Let's check Leduk. Feat Dan Soleil. Hehe. Dan, new, done, done. You get it? Okay, let's continue with music. Yo, NT3E. How's that pronounced? Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna put you in priorities. T3E. I put you in priorities, okay? Thank you so much for the subscription.
When you can't run away from your past, focus on what's left.
I think the bass is a bit loud, and then the kick is good. It has good punch and so, but it doesn't have enough low end, so it doesn't sound heavy.
Not everything has been said. We finally let it rest. A new dawn, new day.
Oof, the vocal has here some high resonance.
A new dawn, new day ahead of me.
If you have Sooth, try to use it to control those resonance in the highs.
New dawn, new day ahead of me. New dawn, new day ahead of me. New dawn, new day ahead of me.
For me, this part is a bit too empty in the instrumental, and then the vocal is way too loud compared to instrumental. Okay, the idea is really good. I like a lot the vibe and the groove. I think the synths are pretty cool also. I think you have the same mistake as in the break. The kick is pretty good, has good punch, but it doesn't have sub bass. So as it doesn't have sub, it sounds a bit weak. Well, not weak because it has a really strong punch, but it doesn't sound heavy. You know, it sounds a bit not thin also. It doesn't sound heavy. You know, so I would try to get sub bass on that kick, or maybe add another layer on the kick covering the sub frequencies. Maybe I would try to clean a bit the main lead around, I think 700 Hz, something like this. Sounds like below the nasal spot. I think that could help, and maybe you miss a bit of strength on the leads in the center. You know, maybe another layer that sits in the center, so this way it sounds fuller everywhere and not only on the sides. You see, you have here like a plug. Boop, boop, boop. It's nice, but the problem is that first you have the vocal in the center already, and also you're gonna add the claps in the center. So maybe that plug sound can be, or maybe a little bit panned, or super panned to one side or to the other, or maybe just open it with a stereo delay or something like this. So kind of is in both sides, something like this. So this way it doesn't clash, and you open more stereo field, and you make it more interesting on the sides also. Repulse, thank you so much.
new dawn, new day ahead of me. New dawn, new day ahead of me. New dawn, new day ahead of me. New dawn, new day ahead of me.
Maybe I would try to get a bit stronger hi-hat. I mean, is good in terms of color because it has good brightness and so, but I feel really soft, like tss, tss, tss. I want it more like tss, 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 you know? So it's where you give a bit more strength and you mark a bit more that rhythm. Pretty good one, man. Pretty good one. Thanks for sending. By the way, Repose. I remember that in one or two live streams, you were not here in the live stream because I talk about that any producer that was in usually my live streams collabed with Atmospheres, and now I saw your name and I think it's this guy, and I check it and yes, I mean, but actually 2 times. I didn't know there was 2, but man, congrats for collabing with Atmospheres. How that happen? You just send the song, and he wanted to collab. He really replies to the emails, and so. Actually, I have your song in one of my playlists, not the personal ones, the ones I use as content place creator, and so. Let's follow each other on Instagram. He's trusting the music on Insta. I'm a okay. Alright, I'm gonna check. Well, first, NT3AE. Can you please tell me what's your email name? And then I'm gonna do a number game, okay? And I'm gonna alternate the priorities with not priorities, so it's why everybody got the chance to get feedback, okay? So, well, number game. If anybody is new, same thing. Music, by NT. Okay, number game. If anybody is new, basically I'm gonna think of one number. If you guess it, you get the feedback. The number I'm thinking is between 20 and 45. Remember, if you're on YouTube, you get a bit of latency, and then the message gets a bit delayed to arrive. Okay, you guess it's super fast. The number I was thinking was 25, and the first one saying 25, really close, but the first one is ice cold. So I'm gonna check first ice cold, then I check NT, okay? You see, when I already got the person that got the number right, after that I started getting the messages from YouTube. Okay, let's check ice cold first. Okay, first problem is, see, the reverse sound that you have with the kick in the sides, it has way too much low end and too much mid, and it sounds a bit dirty for me. I think here a deep impact will be way better, maybe with an ambient sound, something like this, like boom, and then on top or something like this. I think it's way better than just a noise. It is way too outdated. The sound is phased. It is way too wide. So it's losing the strength. It feels a bit in the. I think maybe it's not crossing the line all the time, but really close. of being way too wide. Nah, it's phased. It is. That actually the other day, let me explain this. Let's say you have a really wide sound, okay? Let me just make one really quick. For example, I'm gonna pan this. Okay, this is way too wide. Where is the imager? Here. If you check it on the imager, I don't know if you're gonna see it. Let me put it like this. If you check it on the imager, this is way too wide and this is phased. Okay, this doesn't sound good. All right. But the other day, I discovered that, well, I kind of knew it, but I didn't thought about it. One solution is to make it more mono, right? I mean, you can just make it like this. Would be better, you know. It's better. But let's say that you cannot control it and it's this wide, okay? What you can do is just take the mono knob and make it more mono. Now it's better, okay? Or if we play it higher, maybe a bit more also. Alright? But the problem with this is that what you're doing is basically taking a phased sound and merging it to mono. But the sound is phased. So when you put it to mono, it sounds phased. Alright? If you put it right now completely to mono, I'm gonna put one note here. This sounds phased. So what's the best way to do it? Become a Patreon member and you will know it. No, I mean, actually I told them how to solve this, but well, I'm gonna tell you because I already started talking about this, okay? If you want to make it fully mono, it's better to use the stereo shaper, okay? And what you're gonna do is, these are both channels, left and right. Just take one, for example, right channel, okay? And you're gonna raise it like this. Right now, as you can see, it's mono, okay? But check the I don't know if you're gonna really hear the difference, but check on the phone and so, but check the difference of this and this. You hear the difference, right? This sounds way stronger and it's not phased. But what if you don't want to like make it completely mono? Then what I'm testing nowadays is to just go a little bit, I think like this is mono. No. Okay. So if I make it like this, would be mono. Okay, but both channels is like a bit like this. So what I'm doing is controlling this a little bit to get a bit more mono sound, but without touching, like a bit different, and so to get it better. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, if it makes sense, but this way is better than using this way, especially if you want to go fully mono. Okay. I expected a reverse bass kick like tungun 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 tungun. I think it could work better. This one is good, but I think the rumble sound is too dirty. By the way, if you want to know more tips like this that I don't say anywhere else, not here, not in the videos, not in reels, become a Patreon member. 2 tips every week. I thought the volume went down a little bit. Maybe it was me or Dropbox. No, it's actually going up and down sometimes. Probably that's because of a bad mastering and pushing the song too hard and so. Yeah, Fruity limiter probably. Well, he uses FL Studio Mobile, so probably the limiter of FL Studio Mobile. I mean, this sometimes happens because the limiter, instead of distorting the song, what it's doing is trying to push it down to avoid distortion. But actually that creates a really weird effect. I think it's way too bright, way too much high frequencies. I think it was muted. I think it's way too bright, way too much high frequencies, and also maybe I would try to try to make it a bit more plucky instead of more like to feel it a bit more. To be honest, for me, it feels a bit too much like early hardstyle, you know, Eurodance vibe, something like this. I think it's not really fitting nowadays styles. The gig, in terms of mixing, of course, FL Studio Mobile is more complicated, but for example, this kick is way too loud. Again, way too much high frequencies, in my opinion. I think the kick, like when you do kick rolls, like the tan tan tan, you should do it in, I think you're doing in triplets, like tan tan tan. I don't know how to do it in triplets with the mouse, but I think you're doing it in triplets, and I think it doesn't really fit. Ta tan tan tan. No, it's better. Ta tan tan tan. It's not the same. Ta tan tan tan. Then tan tan tan. You know what I mean? Vale, Javid, creo que tú lo dijiste por el grupo ayer. Si estás en el PC y tienes la carpeta esa de Noises, porfa, pásamela. O no sé si fuiste tú, pero creo que sí. Tú y otro. Like always, man, for being FL Studio Mobile is really good. Really good. Of course, in terms of mixing, sound design, blah, blah, you're a bit more limited and so, but really good idea. Let's check now NTE. Why you're NTE, but on Twitch you are NT3E? That confuse me. Pensé que eras de Estados Unidos. Joder, tampoco tengo tanto acento para parecer estadounidense. Why would you use FL Studio Mobile though? No PC. Probably because this person doesn't have a PC. That's why he uses FL Studio Mobile. Can you tell me if the guitar is a sample or if you recorded yourself? I really like the guitar and the intro like this. VST. Okay, but a VST where you put all the notes, or you just play one note and creates a loop? Already pre-made loop. I think it's way too much on the left. I would center it a little bit more.
I'm feeling trapped.
And also here there's a gets reduced volume, goes to the center. I don't know, that feels weird.
I'm feeling trapped out. I accepted defeat, and now she all over me. Went from bitter to sweet to lies. She put the potion in me, and now I'm down on my knees. I find it hard to believe you cried. Trapped out.
Okay, I think there's like volume going up and down from time to time on I felt it a little bit on the snares. I'm feeling also on the vocal. I don't know if you need more compression or something, or if it's the limiter. Also the snare I would try to make it a little bit louder and with a little bit more high frequencies, and then the vocal is way too loud compared to the rest.
I accepted defeat, and now she all over me. Went from bitter to sweet to lies. She put the potion in me, and now I'm down on my knees. I find it hard to believe your cries.
Verse.
What a waste of my time. She's out of control, but I'm probably fine. She's eating my soul from my head and my spine. When we kissed I was sold, I felt her love intertwine. Yeah, God, what a waste of my time. I'm out of control, but we're probably fine. She's eating my soul from my head and my spine. When we kissed I was sold, I felt her love intertwine. I'm feeling trapped out. I accepted.
I think you need to control a bit more the high frequencies, especially with the esser for the these kind of sounds. Also, not sure, but around 600-700 hertz, something like this. I reduced a little bit with a wide curve, so this way it sounds less not dirty and muddy, but the balance will be better. You know, will sound cleaner.
Defeat, and now she all over me. Went from bitter to sweet to love. She put the potion in me, and now I'm down on my knees. I find it hard to believe you cried.
I think you need a change on the instrumental. Maybe remove the drums, maybe change the guitar, change the vibe.
Verse 2.
5 feet. Now fell for the green. She has my.
You change here, but a bit too late, in my opinion. I think you need to do it a bit earlier.
Eyes in a lockdown. She turns to me and says, "Go ahead and let your guard down." Weak to my core, headache.
Even if it's just 4 bars, like you can remove the drums, remove the guitar, for example, and keep all the sounds or so, and then, for example, add some pads and boom, 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 and then you continue or something like this to give some fresh air to the instrumental and to the song.
Never seems to calm down. Yeah, God. She says it's my fault now. Fell for the green. She has my eyes in a lockdown. She turns to me and says, "Go ahead and let your."
Because yeah, here you're doing some changes, but it's kind of the same thing. Just change a bit the rhythm of the drums, and the rest is the same.
Guard down, weak to my core. Headache never seems to calm down. Trapped out. I accepted defeat, and now she all over me. Went from bitter to sweet to lies. She put the potion in me, and now I'm down on my knees. I find it hard to believe your cries. I hit control alt delete, finding it harder to leave. Don't think I'm making it out alive. Injected poison in me, and then I fell to her feet. She finds it hard to believe my cries. I just try to forget, but I know nothing's safe.
To be honest, I think it sounds pretty good. It's pretty original. Sounds pretty nice. Just some touches on the mixing, and then I would try to do any change in the instrumental in a bit earlier. You have some changes here with filters and so, but somewhere around here in the middle, I would try to add a change on the instrumental to give some fresh air, but of course that's basically personal taste. But I think it's pretty nice. Thanks to you for subscribing, man. Thanks to you. Okay, I'm gonna take another not pretty song, and then we take repulse. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Fuck. Bad Habits, muchas gracias por esa suscripción. Muchas gracias, Bad Habits. Okay, let's do number game. If you guess the number, you win. You get the feedback. The number I'm thinking is between 20 and 45. You subscribe, Arik? Give me a second and I check, but I didn't get any notification, I think. Okay, we got it. Arik, you're the winner. The number I was thinking was 37. So actually, if you subscribe, anyway, you get the feedback, but I don't see your subscription. Sometimes some people tell me this, that you subscribe and I don't get the notification, but if I don't get it, I mean, I don't know how to prove it, you know? Maybe you're just trolling me or something to get the feedback. I don't know. But Ari, can you tell me your email name? PayPal took the money. Okay. Arik is Eric, like me. Okay, Afrojack Martin Garrix, turn on the speakers, techno edit. Okay. I'm not sure if it's the kick or if it's maybe because of the clap and the reverb of it and so, but I feel like it's not like bam 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 bam. I feel like it has double attack or something like this, or the clap is not hitting at the same time as the kick, or I don't know, weird. The volume here is getting way too loud. I don't know if it's exactly the original, this part, but I feel like the mids are a bit too much, a bit too loud. Nothing changed there, okay. I think the snare is not really fitting this idea. I think you need a bit more, a snare with more punch and maybe more noise, more like pff, 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 you know, really strong one. Or the opposite, really tight, like. But I think this one doesn't really fit the vibe.
Turn up the speakers. Turn up the speakers.
The turn up the speaker's voice, you did something. It feels like it doesn't have body, like it doesn't have low end or like low frequencies, you know. It feels a bit filtered and it feels way too quiet. I would try to make it louder. Okay, two things. On the kick, I would add on top top kick of a techno kick. Okay, just look for techno pack, get the techno kick, and get the top. Okay, and put it here, because this one feels like too much big room, normal big room, attack. And then I feel like the Rumble is not the best one, because it's like, how to say it? Okay, it's not like boom, boom. It's like it has some tremolo, like, or some delay, like, but you don't really feel that rhythm because it's like covered something else. So it's like vibrating in a bad way. Like if it was a mistake, like, every kick. It feels like this a little bit for me. I think the kick is a little bit loud compared to the main sound. But let me check something, because the leads also feel pretty empty, and so.
Turn up the speakers.
Yeah, it's like you miss that sharpness on the leads. This is the original, okay? You can feel it really sharp, and then this one feels like it doesn't sound sharp. It's like it sounds a bit nasal, and the sides feels like the reverb or delay you have on the sides is way too wide, I don't know if you recreated the lead or something, but it sounds weird. And then, yeah, I was like missing something. It's because of the sharpness of the leads, but also as the original song, the kick, has more mids and mid-highs. It's covering more space than a techno one.
Now turn up the speakers.
I hear on the hi-hat some low end that doesn't sound good, and then I can't really mention a lot more here, because basically you added a kick and change the rhythm and so, but I found some problems that maybe help you make it a bit better. Thanks for sending, and if you subscribe, thanks for a subscription, but they didn't receive anything. Okay, Repulse. You didn't tell me in the end how to... Yo! Octer Pocter just used his 10,000... No, I think now it's not 10,000, right? How much is it? I cannot see it, fuck. Wait. His 8,000 points to get priority. Name! Thank you so much, man, for always being here. That's why you got all those points. Repose, you didn't tell me in the end how you got the collabs with Atmospheres. You just sent him, and he just liked it. He replies to the emails. Bro watches every week. Yeah, he does. Yo, oh fuck. Atheridon, thank you so much to you also for using that 8,000 points. Whew. Atheridon. Make good music and play CSGO with him. How the fuck can you play CSGO with him? He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, but I guess he's a good friend now. Or it's a good friend because outside of music, like, you know him, he lives close by or what. Anyway, congrats for that, man. Since Corona. Ah, yeah, he was doing some live streams playing games. That's a good way to get collabs and connections. Well done. Let's say this one. I mean, you probably Atmospheres did some changes and so on the quality and so, but probably this song there's not gonna be a lot to mention. Some things that maybe I don't really like personal taste. For example, this sound here for me is way too loud. I'm gonna ask Brooks to play some COD.
Here we go, you're not alone. Just waiting for a miracle. We're reaching goals, we're getting old. Rising up like healing.
Can I ask how you achieved the atmosphere here? Because it feels like it's not a normal atmospheric sound like drones or something like this. It's all reverb.
You're not alone, just waiting for a miracle. We're reaching goals, we're getting old. Rising up like helium. We make these nights to uphold. Like we on the
Arcade. Oh, arcade atmospheres. I have arcade, but I rarely use it. Actually, I think my subscription is gonna end. I had this phone 1 year. Fuck.
other side. With every beat we lose control. We live a wider stream tonight.
I think the leads are a bit quiet. I would make them a little bit louder. I would try to add more mids to them and way less noise and high frequency. I think it's way like it sounds too thin and way too bright and noisy. I mean, even if you want to get the kind of this kind of color, I think it's way too much. Too much noise, too much highs, and not enough mids. You see, the melody gets a bit lost in the mix because of too much noise and not being loud enough and body, and so I think that's what's missing this song. Then, I mean, man, that bass is crazy. Depends on the system you're using to listen, guys. With the speakers and so I can feel all the bass and it's crazy. I mean, getting so much soft frequencies and not getting distortion. I would just make that. Reduce the noise in the oscillators, reduce a little bit the highs, make it louder, and boost a little bit on 400 Hz to get a bit of body. I think just with that, small changes in all these topics, you will get the presence of the leads.
Here we go, you're not alone. Just waiting for a miracle. We're reaching goals, we're getting old. Rising up like helium. We make these nights to uphold. Like we on the other side. With every beat we lose control. We live a wider stream tonight.
Good to hear Candice with this kind of dubstep sounds and the gated thing here on the lids. Good ones. On this one I would try to get a bit more crunchy sound on the bass. Here there's a click on the low end. Like pop. Pop. I don't know if you hear it. I think here the sound got reduced a little bit. Good one, to be honest, man. Good one. I like it. I just think you need to solve those things, and just that. I think it sounds good, and the idea is really nice. The melody is really good. Well done, man. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna check some of the subscriptions because I have so many, so I need to reduce the list a little bit. Let's start with the bad habits. Flying
Don't
high.
tell me to come down, down, down. Don't tell me to come down, down, down. 'Cause I'll never come down, down, down.
I like that you've used this to as a notes for your tracks.
Don't tell me to come down, down, down. I should've seen. Don't tell me to come down, down, down. 'Cause I'll never come down, down, down. Don't tell me to come down.
Maybe it would be nice in some down to have another octave on top, like down, like a human vocal, like
Down, down, down. 'Cause
to make it a bit more interesting. And so
I'll never come down, down, down. Don't tell me to come down, down, down. I should've seen it.
I think you need a bit stronger bass, louder, maybe louder, more strength on the low mids.
I should've read the signs. I should've turned and run by.
I didn't see it. It's funny. It's funny because if you put it with friends, the door is open so everybody can see you, you know. Actually, a funny story. One friend was at the festival pooping. It was as poop alone, and somebody from the outside that was really high or drunk was like trying to open until the person broke the lock and could open it. And my friend was like you know, pooing. But no, nothing.
I had to make you mine. Don't mind, but I'm falling into pieces now. Out of time,
I think the drums are a bit loud compared to the vocal.
I never watch it burn down. Don't mind, but I'm falling into pieces now. Falling into pieces now. Make you mine.
To be honest, it's really cool, man. I really like the groove, the vibe, or the vibe of this drop. like bass house sounds, future house, bass house, distorted sounds, but in something more pop. It's really good, and I really like it. Maybe the snare needs to be louder. But really nice, man, really nice. I think it's something that you can end up having really cool idea. It can be easy, because it's never easy sometimes, to sign it in a label that accepts kind of pop electronic music. I think it can fit good there. Wait. Okay. Hello everybody that is joining. Que era otro productor llamado Bad Habits que conozco. Hay otro que se llama Bad Habits, otro productor. También hay un grupo que se llama Bad Habits. Tenéis un problema ahí, ¿eh? Okay, let's check octatones now. Then we will check not priority, okay? It's really quiet, right? I think the it's a bit of personal taste, but the attack of the kick, the punch, I think it's not the best one. I don't know. I feel like a bit more. How to explain it? With I don't know how to explain it. For me, this punch, this attack, is a bit soft, you know, like and long. I don't know how to explain it, man. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes it's just how I imagine it in my head, and I don't know how to explain it. Like for me, this attack is like a kind of progressive house kind of attack, you know, kind of softer, kind of longer, more like the way I'm gonna explain this is like kind of attack, and it's better to have a kind of attack. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I mean, shorter and more industrial punch, yeah, probably yes. Also, it's like you have all the kick with the punch and so, and then a little bit on the highs, a little bit of click. That I don't think that works. Maybe that if you remove that could help. Feels a bit like you have a top kick on top of the kick, and maybe that's the case, but like they are not completely unified. I don't know if you're understanding, and maybe I'm making making you get more confused. The kind of leads on the bum bum, I would try to make it a bit brighter, because I think it's way too much mids and not enough highs, and so, and it feels a bit like it could be more energetic, and I think it's a bit way too wide. The difference between subscribe and give the sub is that you subscribe yourself or you give the subscription to somebody else. Also, this lead feels like too filtered, way too much focus on the mid frequencies. Maybe it's the sound you want to get, you know, but I think a kind of brighter sound, I think, would work better. The vocal is not clear at all. I think especially because of the synth you have, like, so do some, make it louder, reduce the volume of that synth, do some EQ sidechain. Yeah, the vocal is not clear at all. Not clear at all. That synth is way too loud. Not really my thing, but I think it has potential. It can be, maybe the break is not that catchy as it could be. You know, I expected more kind of emotional chords and some more variation on the chords. But of course, it's personal taste in the end. But I do feel you focus too much the song in the mids, and there's not enough brightness. And for the kick, maybe just check all the songs similar to this and see if the attack of the kick is similar to yours. And maybe just forget about that. Don't get complicated with that. Okay, let's do a number game, and then I will check out the rhythm. Okay. I'm thinking if I should go for something to eat. Oh. Fuck! I need a coffee. Or wait until I finish the last stream. Okay, let me think of one number. Afri, dime un número. Gracias. Okay, I got the number. The number is between 1 and 30. If you guess it, you get the feedback. If I subscribe, I get the feedback, right? Yes. If you subscribe, you get the feedback. Okay, we got it. The number was 7, and the person that said 7 the first is Josvent. Josvent, se te da genial esta mierda, eh. Josvent always wins, always gets it right. It's crazy. Hola, Afri. I think the kick and the snare are too loud compared to the instrumental, to the instruments. ¿No tienes voz hoy? ¿No tienes vocal? Yeah, maybe if you add the vocal on top, the kick and the snare are good, because otherwise they will not stand out. But right now, as an instrumental, I do think the kick and the snare are a bit loud compared to the instruments, but the rest I think is good. maybe a bit too much sidechain. When the kick hits, it's like everything else gets muted completely. I think the idea is good. I think the has a lot of potential, and just the vocal on top can fit really good. But I don't have anything to say, to be honest. I think it sounds clean and so on. It sounds well balanced. Just the kick and snare that maybe is good when you add the vocal, and the sidechain that maybe is a bit too aggressive. The rest sounds really good. Maybe when you add the vocal, you need to clean a little bit on the mids and so, but that depends on the vocal and the octave that person sings and so. But right now, I think it's really good, man. Cannot really say anything about it. Okay, let's check algorithm. Where's algorithm? Here. And wait, give me a second. Oh, algorithm, the track is not found. I think maybe because of copyright or because you removed it. Can you check it? Does synthwave usually have an arpeggio? I don't know. I'm not into synthwave, but you can do anything in any genre. Where can I submit a track for you to react? Just put exclamation. Well, somebody put it, so. Give me 1 second to see if Rhythm solves the issue. We can check his song. If not, I will do a number game to check another one. Okay? I really need to get a haircut. Ugh. And I really need a coffee. Fuck. Ugh. Do you know Citadel? Citadel. Of what? I mean, I kind of know that name, but I don't know if it's a singer, a city, or what. Justo ando tomando café, recién me levanto. Claro, pero aquí son las 6 de la tarde. Y antiguamente no pasaría nada, pero ahora, últimamente, si me tomo ahora un café ya no duermo. O me cuesta mucho dormir. Citadel are DJs on Stamped. Ah, ok. Algorithm, you solving it? Yeah, under Ytram. Do you remember that Martin Garrix had another alias that was GRX? My theory behind that is that because he released songs with good guys like Terminology, I think with Brooks, I mean, not with unknown people. I think my theory behind this is two. First, that wanted to release that song, but didn't want to take like all the how to say this, protagonismo en inglés, leadership. No, when you don't want to be the important person, you know, to give kind of the other people like the advantage to be the first one in the club and so. But especially I think my theory behind this is that he was releasing this music especially when he was still with Spinning Records, so probably he had some contracts like if we reject this song you cannot release it and things like this. So maybe if the song got rejected, he was using the GRX song name for the track, so he could release that one, or maybe other kind of legal things, because he just released maybe 3 or 4 songs at GRX. I don't know if I can even see it on Spotify. Let me see. Rhythm, come on, man. If not, I will tag another one. Just let me tag this. GRX. What the fuck? GRX. Artist. He has... Oh, he has more than I thought. One with Bluer, one with Florian Picasso, another with Florian Picasso, with CMCS, with Brooks, with Shermanology, and with Bay Jagger. 7 songs at GRX. He's not releasing songs, he has 86,000 monthly listeners. ¿Crees que es buena idea eso de crearse un seudónimo para lanzar otro tipo de música o se puede hacer todo bajo un solo nombre? Porque pregunto porque yo quiero hacer muchas cosas desde EDM hasta pop R&B y no sé si... Ok, te contesto en inglés, ¿vale? Josven is asking what do you think about getting another alias to release another type of music. I've talked about this several times. I think I'm not the best one to talk about this because I'm a person that have released from kind of deep progressive house to hardstyle, going through tech house, big room techno, even trap. So I'm not the best one on this, but I do think that first, when you are at a certain level, you can release whatever you want. For example, Martin Garrix doesn't matter what release; he can release anything, future bass, pop, hardstyle if he wanted to. There's no problem. But when you are trying to grow, I think it's not the best idea. Also, it depends what you want to do. For example, if you want to release just one hardstyle track and you make bass house, there's no problem for releasing one hardstyle track with your name, in my opinion. But if you want to release a lot of hardstyle tracks and a lot of bass house songs, maybe it's better to have 2 alias. Also because they are pretty different genres, pretty different scenes. So it's better to do this, and this way you create 2 alias, and as a DJ also you have 2 styles, you know. I think it makes sense because your artist alias is a brand and people are looking for that specific style. Do whatever you want. Yes, but I mean, I think both are good in the end. But of course, it's easier to grow when you have a kind of unified sound and one kind of idea for your alias, for your artist, for you as an artist, you know. Well, at the rhythm, if you don't solve it, I'm gonna check another song, okay? So let's do a number game again. All right, the number I'm thinking is between 50 and 80. 50, 50, and 80, 80. Come on, if you guess it, you get the feedback. Okay, we got it. The number was 69, the first one is slow. Creo que puedes abarcar tal vez unos 2 o 3 géneros, pero si lanzas a cada rato el género que se te dé la gana va a ser difícil crear una comunidad, claro. Exactly, Josvin is saying that if you release 2 or 3 genres, there's no problem, especially if the genres are kind of similar. I mean, if you make bass house and tomorrow you release a future house song, there's not that much difference. Or tech house, there's not that much difference. But if you make kind of pop dance, bass house, and hardstyle, they are way too different. But especially you cannot create really a community, because when you release the hardstyle song, so you get some hardstyle fans that then when you release the bass house one, they're not gonna like it, you know. So that's also a mistake. Also, for example, for the algorithms also doesn't work, because if they go to Spotify to listen to your song and then they don't like it, then they skip it, that's not gonna be good for the algorithm, you know. Let's go. Goodbye, Gems. See you next week. I think this definitely needs a vocal on top. Maybe not even, maybe vocal top like da 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 bam, you know, something like this, just to make it more catchy. And so, because right now the sounds that you have, the synths that you have, are kind of way too soft and chill, and they are not like the main thing. So it's missing a main thing, you know. But in terms of mixing, I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna try something, because if I'm not wrong, by the way, top 10, I don't think SoundCloud is relevant in terms of growing it to grow as an artist, but you need it to send your songs to labels and things like this. My LED lights have music mode, but they never use it. I'm gonna see. Mike. It's going super chaotic. And now when I talk, now this doesn't really work. I don't know if it's on the phone. No, okay. Sensibility. Nah, it was not a good idea. But what's a good idea is this song, to be honest. I mean, I think it's good. I think the mix is also pretty good. I don't think you need to solve a lot of issues, but what you need is a main sound on top. A vocal chops, a melody. I don't know. I'm missing something. África, ¿por qué sacaron ese rolón? Afri, te preguntan en YouTube. Thanks, Slow, for sending this. Okay, let's check out the rhythm. Let's see if now the song works. The link works. Let's go. To be honest, I wouldn't have here this long riser, uplifter. I think it's better to have it chill and then boom. But like this on the background, it feels really outdated, to be honest, with that uplifter. This is clearly hard techno. Antrax is asking on YouTube if the Africa in the chat is the one I released the song for or by. No, for. Yeah. And yes, of course. I'm missing some ambient sounds, maybe some arpeggios, vocal drones, something in the background. This downlifter I think is way too overused. This one. And also is really loud. Several things about this. First, I think you need more strength. You need a fatter kick with more bass. You need a stronger bass line. The leads also maybe need more layers and be louder. But second, is way too outdated the style. I mean, people that was releasing this, not releasing it anymore. I mean, labels are not signing this kind of progressive house. No, people is not really listening to this progressive house. So in the end, it's the same thing as always. You can make whatever you want. You can make this if you want to, and if labels don't like it, you can just self-release it by yourself. For example, you can use DistroKid, you know, which is right here. You can use DistroKid. With my link you have a discount, or if you're a student you have a 50% discount, not a 50. That's crazy. Also if you need vocals, you can use my Vocal5 code, discount code right here, Wildcrow 10, so you get a 10% discount. But the thing is, it feels really outdated, and labels are not gonna really sign this, and people is not gonna listen to this. You need to find another way of making this music, but with a newer style, like people is doing. The only one that kind of keeps this vibe is Martin Garrix, but because whatever he does is gonna be a hit, and it's gonna be he's gonna get a lot of streams and so. But because who he is, you know. Wildcrow, name some sample packs for classic riser uplifters that need to be must-have. My sample pack. Yeah, maybe Severman label is releasing this, but I mean, in the end, it's the same thing. Okay, you can find a label like his label to release this, but in what playlist is gonna get this song supported if people is not listening to this, if playlists are not accepting these songs, you know? So it's the same thing. Okay, let's do some number games and we end the live stream, okay? Dime un número. No, dímelo, tengo muteado. Vale. Okay. The number Africa is thinking. Pero a ver, tonta. Si lo pones en el chat, no tiene gracia porque la gente ya lo sabe. La cosa es que lo acierten.
No estás muteado,
Ahora no.
No te escuchaba todo el mundo.
No, pero estaba muteado cuando quería que respondieras.
Ah, vale.
Pero si lo pones ahí la gente ya lo sabe.
Ya.
Okay, we're gonna change the number, alright? Because she basically put it. Dime otro número. No lo pongas en el chat. No lo pongas en el chat. Vale. Okay, the number Africa is thinking is between 1 and 25. Between 1 and 25, come on. Okay, we got it. The number, sorry. The number is 12, and the first one is Daxtin 19. Dextin. I don't know how to pronounce this. Not even finished yet. Need feedback to make the bow drop work. Please. 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 I never ask you anything, Dextin. But when you finish this song, release it with this name. Please. I like the piano chords. I think they are pretty nice, pretty interesting. The vocal chops are way too filtered. They need to be, to have more high frequencies, be louder, more open, less mids, maybe some OTT to make them sound a bit stronger. I think here when you add the vocal and the bass, you need to add a lot more things. Ambient sound, some pads, maybe an ARP, things to make it more interesting, not just vocal and bass, you know? And actually the bass is a bit loud. This part is super empty. Add down lifters, uplifters, pads, bass, more snares, I don't know, but add something. Sounds really empty. Okay, my advice is to get some of the new Swedish House Mafia songs as reference, because I think the vibe is kind of similar, and you will see what you can add to make it more interesting. Maybe later you add hi-hats, claps, and there you add the pianos. No, I thought you were going to do this like add normal touch, and the pianos that you had in the break, this rhythm. In the drop, I think that could work really well, you know. But even if you add this in the second part of the drop, in the first one it sounds really empty. Yeah, it sounds really empty. But this part, the vibes are really good and has a lot of potential. No, man, to be honest, I think you overcomplicate yourself a little bit. I mean, the vibe of the song is not in a direction that this drop could fit well, in my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. Maybe you like it and you can just do it. But then I think you need to work more in transition to reach that drop. Okay. Also, I think the first drop is really empty, and so maybe I should have moved the webcam more like this. Now I'm like a pro. The camera is moving itself. Well, why is it that dark now? You also see it this dark? Oh, my phone is it brighter than my computer. I don't know. Well, never mind. Me raya escucharme 2 veces por tu móvil. Ah, pues eso. My girlfriend is at the room next door, and she's watching the live stream, and it's like I hear myself, and it's a bit confusing. Vale, gracias. What? Okay. ¿Es en YouTube? ¿Afri? ¿Estás en YouTube? ¿Y te va bien? ¿Te va bien? Vale, aquí está rayado. My YouTube live stream thing is freezed. Well, never mind, guys. That's it for today, okay? I think it's enough for today. 2 hours of live stream, I think is good. Today, to be honest, I don't have that much things to do after the live stream. Usually I'm super busy. I need to go somewhere. I need to finish videos. I need to make a lot of stuff. Today, not that much, but I think it's enough. 2 hours of live stream, you know. Next week, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream. Okay, because next week, the thing is on Wednesday, I'm going from Wednesday afternoon to Sunday. I'm going on a trip. So on Wednesday afternoon, I cannot do a live stream. So if I have time, because I need to finish a lot of things, prepare a lot of things before leaving, and so if I have time, I will do it on Tuesday. But if not, maybe the last week of September, we'll do 2 live streams. Maybe one feedback and the other one DJ. So it's way it's different. I do all the live streams that they need to do on the month. All right, but basically stay tuned on my Instagram. Maybe if you are not in the diffusion channel, in English it's called diffusion channel, I think, yes. On Instagram, just get into it, you know, so it's where you know about everything. But yeah, not sure. If I have time, I will do it on Tuesday. If not, the last week I will do 2 live streams, okay? I will just let you know. But yeah, for today is enough. So, well, I hope you learn anything with all the tips I give you. Today, for example, I open FL Studio, and so even if I don't check your songs, I always tell you the same. You can learn a lot if you pay attention to the tips I give to other people when I open FL Studio, when I tell you to this, to that, why is this good, why is this bad. Then when you go to your song, maybe you can realize about those mistakes other people had, and you already know how to solve it, you know. So, well, several things. First, as I said, my Illusion remix from Dua Lipa Illusion remix is finished, but I cannot release it or anything because it's in a competition. So let's wait first to know the results and the winners. I uploaded a video about why I switched my interface. Would be awesome if you can go and watch it. And also, if you didn't watch my video about my new studio, go also and watch it, you know. And this Sunday, I'm uploading a video that I think, even if at first you don't think it's that good or that interesting for you, I recommend you to go and watch it, because it's about something that is really common nowadays in different styles of electro music, in tech house, in melodic techno, in techno, normal techno, impressive house, in super common in a lot of genres. And I also give you things that maybe it can be useful, even not for that thing, but for others. You can adapt it. So recommend you to check it, okay? This Sunday, normal hour. ¿Tu remix es el remix contest de Skio? Sí. Es el remix contest de Skio. So, well, guys, nothing else. Thank you so much for being here, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking, for just being in the chat, for sending me your music. I'm sorry if I couldn't check your song. As you know, it's difficult to check everybody's song. I still have 16 unread emails, so, well, That's a lot. But well, thank you so much for being here. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy, and see you in the next video. Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.